Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I was crafting and I figured, hey, I can just turn on my camera and do a little craft with me, and maybe you guys can help me figure out what to do with my new cover that I created from a collage. I used some newsprint paper and collaged lots of book pages and some leftover scrapbook paper on it. And that's actually the inside. And then I stitched around all the different pieces so it looks a little bit like a paper quilt. And then I folded it so the journal is going to be 6 by 9 inches and it's going to have a 2-inch spine. I really like this picture with the basket of apples. But because it's so thin, first I thought maybe I'm gonna put fabric inside, but it's still gonna be thin. Then I thought, hey, I have my my old Sears catalog, and I can use some paper to line the inside of the cover, but it's still gonna be too thin. So I have a ton of this. It looks like manila folders, but it's just like cardstock and has a fold in the middle. So I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. I got a big stack of those for $1 at Goodwill. And I figured, hey, I can cut, actually they are the correct size, but I'm going to trim them a little bit. I cut them in half. I'm going to trim them a little bit. And then I'm going to put them in, glue them on there, and then cover them with the Sears catalog paper. Yeah, so that's actually what I've been working on. So I can move this stuff out of the way. So these are 9 by 6, but I'm going to have to make them a little tiny bit smaller. Let's see, 6. Okay, yeah, it's been a really hot day today, and I've had the AC going upstairs, and it's so nice to be downstairs in my craft room now, because it's in the basement, and it's pretty cool down here, which is awesome in the summer. Not so much in the winter, but, I mean, I have a little space heater, so that usually helps. And I don't remember if I mentioned it before. Next week, there's going to be another awesome estate sale. I follow a Facebook page of a little business in our area, and they organize estate sales for people that want to get rid of everything in their house, or if someone passes away and the family just doesn't want to deal with selling all this stuff. So, oop, my dog's here too. Hey, Triggy. Yeah, anyway, so I think once a month or once every other month, depending on how many houses they have, is this big enough? Yeah, they have an estate sale. And so I think it was in June, maybe. I think it was, I can't remember. I went to an estate sale that was like 45 minutes away, and I thought, like, they wait until like last minute to tell you the date and time and location, so people don't go there early and bother the people there, I guess. But yeah, so last time I was like, oh, I'm so gonna go, and I thought it was gonna be on a weekend, but then it was, I think they started on a Thursday or Friday. It was some weird day. And I wake up in the morning, and obviously I had to work, but I woke up and I checked Facebook, and I saw that their post, they said, hey, we're starting today at 8 o'clock at this location. I'm like, oh no. And I texted my husband. I'm like, oh, I'm so disappointed, because I was looking forward to going. And he's like, why don't you just take the kid? Because daycare was closed at that. Oh man, yeah, daycare was closed. And he's like, why don't you just take some time off and go check it out? I'm like, yay. Well, obviously I don't need permission, but I didn't even consider just taking time off from work, because I always work. and I never really do much for myself, so I thought, hey, why not? So I took the half a day off and took my little person, and we went for a drive on, and then went to the estate sale, and I found amazing stuff, you guys. I was so happy and excited, and yeah. And now the same people are organizing another one. Let's see, is it 2 inches? Yeah. They're organizing another one. And this time I already know that the location, the town, and then the day. They weren't sure which days, but I asked them today and they confirmed the day. So I'm actually going to take, it's a Friday again, next week Friday. I'm going to take time off from work again because they've posted like preview photos of what they have, what they're gonna sell, and oh my goodness, so much old stuff, like old maps, old books. Like the person that owned the house or lived there, they collected a bunch of like history stuff, and so yeah, I am very, very excited. Yeah, I'm very excited, and yeah, I'm gonna, I don't know if I can take you with me, like film there. If there's a lot of people, I'm not gonna film. If I'm by myself, like, because it starts in the morning and people like, it's like very remote or in a rural area, so I don't know how many people are actually gonna go that early in the morning. So we shall see. But the last estate sale, that was my dog in his chair. That weird noise. The last estate sale, there was a 3-story house and the garage, and you can just walk, and they stage everything, and they price everything. So it's not just like, I've been to an estate sale where the people just put everything outside and you just ask, hey, how much do you want, or you negotiate. And the chair that I'm sitting on right now is a very old wooden chair. It's so comfortable, and I got it for $1. That was the estate sale where the owners, or the family of the owner, did the estate sale. But with this one, they price some things higher because they do research and they try to get the most they can for the owners. But it's still really good prices. Like, I got so many books last time for $1 or up to $3, and then I think that's good. And then a gigantic box of vintage gift wrap for, I think it was $10. And yeah, I came home with so many cool things. So I'm excited because I've seen the preview photos of this sale, and they also have a very nice desk. So they show like the big items, but I zoom in and I look at all the little things, and there's lots of paper stuff, and oh, I can't wait. So yep, now I have to just use stuff, so I have a little space here for when I bring home my new treasures. So I'm wondering if I should just wrap this. I think that's what I'm gonna do. All right, I'm just using my Elmer's Craft Bond. This is the one that I bought, a 12-pack. Actually, I didn't buy it. I got it for free from Joann's last Friday, because they had like overstock or stuff they had to get rid of, and every person that came into the store and bought something was able to go to the table at the front of the store and take 1 or 2 free items. And one of the items was a big 12-pack of glue sticks for free. So yeah, and so far I like it. I'm just using this because I grabbed it first. So far so good. It's the first time I think I've used this one. It says all purpose, and this one is just Craft Bond extra strength. I've been using this for quite a while and I really like it. Yep. What else is new? I went to the post office today. First time in a very long time, especially in my town, because I never really go there, because they used to be a manual post office. So they didn't use a computer or like the the scale. They actually had to put it on a little scale and then go into the back room on their computer and use their website and figure out how much it costs. And they many times gave me the wrong price, so I stopped going there. Okay, I think my husband just got home. I'll be back later. Where was I? Oh yeah, the post office. So today, because I didn't have time to go and to the other post office where I usually go, where the clerk knows me and knows wherever, like whenever I send stuff, he's like, wait, why is this not going to Scotland or whatever. And I walk in and I see they had like the window screen thing up because of COVID, and I see they have a brand new computer and a like the card reader for when you pay with your credit card. They didn't even have that. And I'm like, whoa, people, you finally reached the 21st century. And the postal lady said, yeah, it's about time. Like, I know. So maybe, just maybe, I can send my international stuff from there now without getting like overcharged, because they didn't really know what they were doing. So yeah, that was one of the highlights of my day today. It's sad, I know. The new computer system at the local post office is my highlight of the day. But if you send a lot of mail, you don't want to have to overpay. And I don't want to always drive into the other town to go to the post office. But it's nice when the mail people know you. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Huh? Why is this not a corner? That makes no sense. Oh, it's because I'm not folding it correctly. I'm not even in the screen, I'm sorry. Yeah. So as I said, I'm gonna try to use up something's not right here. Trying to use up some of my stuff before I bring home more from the estate sale. All right. I'm probably gonna I don't understand why these corners don't work. Probably gonna fast forward this a little bit so you don't have to watch me glue paper on paper. Okay, so I have covered all 3 pieces with the Sears catalog paper, and I also put some vintage photo ink around the edges to make it look a little old and distressed. And next I'm gonna glue it down. I don't know if I want the hats over here or not. Look, a hat for 20 cents. Oh my goodness. Yeah, these prices were from, I think, let's see. When is this? So this is a reprint actually from come on, 1968, but the original was 1897. So there's different years or different versions out there that you can buy, and this is actually one of the oldest ones that I found, or the oldest one. And I just love looking through it and seeing what all these things cost back then, like over 100 years ago. Well, 123 years ago. And yeah, like a hat, 20 cents, or the carriages, horse-drawn carriages, they're really cheap compared to prices today. So I wish I could travel back in time and buy this stuff, because they have some really neat things. So if you ever come across one of those catalogs, I recommend buying it. They're only a few dollars, so not too bad, and so much fun to craft. craft with and to just like read. All right, so I was thinking whether I should make a hidden spine or the stitching, like if I should hide it, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna stitch through the cover when I sew in my signatures. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, so this one, you can see the stitching. I didn't hide the spine. And then here you don't. It's actually in here, and I glued. I don't know if you can see that in here. I used a piece of cardstock and sewed the signatures onto that, and then I glued it onto the spine of the book, so it's hidden, so you don't have to see the stitching. But on some I really like. I mean, on this one it's not really obvious, or it doesn't stand out too much depending on the color of thread you use. Anyway, so I'm gonna do this here, even though I'm gonna stitch through my nice image, but hey, it just goes with the other stitching. All right, so I'm gonna try to figure out how I'm gonna glue this on here, and then I'll be back. I have a feeling I'm not gonna be able to finish my video tonight because I keep getting interrupted. So my husband got home. He went up north to his sister's because they cut down a whole bunch of trees, and because it's softwood, we can actually use it as firewood for our wood stove. And his sister doesn't have a wood stove, so hey, free firewood for 2 years, which is good. 2 winters, which is good. So we've been up there a few times to haul it down, and because it's supposed to rain tomorrow, he can't go tomorrow, so he went after work. And it's like a 2-hour drive one way, or a little more because he had a trailer. And he just decided that we're gonna unload tonight because you don't want to unload wet wood, because that's even heavier. And now my cat's meowing, and the dog wants to come in too, but as soon as I let them in, they want to leave again. So yeah, anyway, we just unloaded, I don't know how many tons of wood. Holy cow, my back hurts, and it's still so warm outside. And it's not like split firewood, it's like half a tree, like several trees cut in half, and they're freaking heavy. Some of them we couldn't even like lift together. I had to like move them inch by inch off the trailer. Yep. Fun stuff. But hey, I'm not gonna complain about free firewood. Alright, so I wonder if that's gonna work. So, oops, my baby monitor here. Let's move it out of the way. It's a little too small, but I don't really care. Just gonna make sure that it actually stays on there. Where's my bone fold? I still got tree stuff all over me. But I had to come back downstairs because it's nice and cool down here. And yeah, that's better than being upstairs where it's warm. All right. So this journal is not gonna have any theme. All my other journals so far have themes, except for my first one. Yeah, glue. That's not bad. I think it actually works pretty well. Neat. Okay. And I need a sip of water real quick. Because I have so many like themed ephemera and books and papers, like my for my bird themed journal, and then my plant/flower themed journal, and then those are pretty much done. And then I have my mushroom journal that I haven't really started putting it together yet. I've been working on the ephemera and on some coffee and tea dyed paper. So, and I started filming a little craft with me series for that one. I posted one video so far. Maybe this weekend I'm gonna film some more because I want to get started on that journal. I've been collecting and making stuff forever, so. All right, let's see if that's gonna hold. I've been using the Fabri-Tag because it seems to be pretty strong glue, or it is a pretty strong glue. And even though it's paper and I probably could use my art glitter glue, I wanted something really strong. So let's get the glue off my fingers so it won't come apart. Like the Mainer says. Obviously, I don't sound like a Mainer because I'm not a native. But you pick up a thing or two when you live in a state for a while. And I've been in Maine for 12 and a half years now. So yeah. And I'm probably gonna stay here because most of the family's here. And I love it. The only other states I would live or move to and live in would be Montana, which is my favorite, and Alaska. I love Alaska so much, but I don't know if I can deal with the long nights. I mean, winters here are super long as well, but not as extreme as in Alaska. But maybe someday, because we are outdoors people. And yep, that would be my dream. But like I said, I love Maine too, because I also love the ocean. I love the ocean, I love the mountains, I love the woods. We live in the woods. And I love wildlife. And we hunt and we fish. And I love all the lakes we have here. So, yep. Big fan. Big fan. And my husband is a Mainer, so it's probably would be hard to get him out of Maine. Although he said he would move out west too, but I mean, we're still young. We don't have to rush. We don't have to go anywhere now. I'm not a big fan of moving, and I've moved a lot in my life, so I just want to stay in one place for a while. Okay, neat. So that is my cover. It's actually a lot better than I thought it would be. I love it. Cool. I think I'm gonna put some washi over here. You know, my gigantic washi collection. Well, these are just the Tim Holtz ones. I have a lot of washi, but I think I'm gonna use Tim Holtz. I'm not gonna make you look at them again because in one of my previous videos I showed them for a few minutes, and I'm sure half of my viewers fell asleep. I like this one. Half of my viewers, which is like 3 people or 2 people, because I have almost no views on most of my videos, but that's okay. Someday I'll have more, and if not, doesn't matter. I still have fun recording. Am I putting my head in the camera? Let's see. Okay. So do you guys watch anything or listen to anything while you craft? I don't have a TV down here yet, but I always watch stuff on my phone. And yesterday I discovered that Netflix now has the supermarket sweep from the 90s. I didn't see it way back when it first came out on TV, but I've seen it. I think I found some on YouTube a couple of years ago, but now they have a whole season, I think. And I love that show. I love 80s and 90s stuff. So, and I thought it's hilarious what people used to wear back then, and how they had their hair. And it was quite different from where I grew up. In Europe, people dressed differently and had different hair styles. But yeah, I thought it was fun to watch. So I've been binge watching that show, and I'm on the last episode, so I gotta find something else. Usually I don't really watch while I'm crafting, I just listen to it, so, because it can be very quiet down here. Sometimes it's nice, but sometimes it gets lonely. Okay, cool. So I got my cover done, and I wasn't even planning on doing that today, but I saw I was cleaning up my craft room a little bit, because I had paper and stuff all over the floor. I got a vacuum tomorrow. And then I saw this thing. I'm like, oh, what am I going to do with it? Because it's been laying here for a few days. And then it came to me. Let's just do this. I used up some of my paper and my weird cardstock stuff. And washi. So yay. Let me know what you think. And I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye guys.